business owners think that brand design is when a graphic designer creates their logo, business cards, flyers, and even outdoor signage to attract customers. Well, this could not be further from the truth. All right, keep it down, guys. Tune in now as we break down what this animal is and how it can change the game for your business in your industry for good. It's coming up. All right. Welcome again to this Coma Podcast, where we provide content that helps your business stand out in an ever-changing world. I'm Tatenda Raymond, the managing director here at Coma, which is the content marketing company. And more to that, I've been a brand consultant, a corporate brand consultant for over 11 years now and still counting. Now, one of the challenges we face in our field as brand strategy consultants is that when client business owners misconceive brand identity with graphic design. This is very, very, very frustrating because we are not able to help you to the extent that we can when you don't understand the difference. Which brings us to the podcast today that I'll be talking about brand identity, how to make your business stand out. Now, firstly, we would like to know, what is a brand identity? Well, a brand identity is how a brand portrays itself to the customers. It is a set of all the brand activities a company indulges in order to be perceived in a particular way to the target audience. Now, brand identity is how a brand identifies itself. It is the aggregate of brand name, tagline, brand voice, brand positioning, brand associations, and brand personality. You see that? So definitely this shows that brand identity is not a logo. It is actually much more. It is the thing that is driving the company and connecting the company with their customers. Now, what's the importance of a brand identity? If we were in class right now, I'll be picking on someone, but today I'll be the student as well as the teacher. So, number one, what is the importance of a brand identity? It helps develop a suitable brand image. A brand image is how the customers perceive your company. Having a brand identity is really important for the business as it gives rise to the brand image, how customers perceive you and how they're going to interact with you. Then the next thing is that it differentiates the product from the competition. The last thing that you'd want as a business owner is to have a product that someone else has. Now you have to share customers, you have to share everything. What you would like to do as a business owner is to be in the blue ocean and adopt the blue ocean strategy where you enter markets where there are no competition. And you can actually do this by developing a successful brand identity. Now, the next thing is that it creates consistency. Consistency is the most important aspect of branding and brand identity. It's what gives rise to the outward expression and the perceived value in the customer's eye. So, if you're communicating, let's say you're doing social media advertising, and you just communicate, once a month, then you end up communicating maybe 2 months later. There's no consistency. So you need a successful brand identity that is consistent, that consistently speaks to the customer, that consistently demonstrates value and shows the customer what problem you solve. And then lastly, it helps develop a personality. You don't want to have a company that doesn't have a personality. They just make money, they just make products and they sell. But you want a company that has a personality, a company that's fun, a company that relates to the common man. All right. Now, the elements of a brand identity that you need to know. There are two things: visual elements and non-visual elements. The visual elements are the things that people can see. That's the brand name, the brand logo, which is a pictorial symbol representing the company, a tagline, short, memorable description that clearly communicates the brand message. The typography style, these are very important things that a company needs to look into and work with a good brand identity designer. Because typography, it's the art and style of arranging the letters in your logo or in your communication material, which is unique to the brand. Then we also go to the color palette, which is a set of colors used by the brand in its marketing materials. Then imagery is a set of differentiated images and visuals which are used by the brand to communicate its message. Then we move on to the non-visual elements, which are the brand personality. When we are talking about the brand personality, we're referring to a set of human traits and characteristics assigned to the brand. And this personality stems from the visual brand identity elements in customer interaction. So there has to be some connection between your brand and your customer for them to keep buying from you. Then there are also brand associations, which is part of non-visual elements. These are the elements other than the brand which customers feel is associated with the brand. And please note, I said customer feels. So that means when we're talking about brand identity, we're not talking about the things that people just see, but how they feel. A brand identity is a way of shaping the minds of customers to think a certain way about your company, which is very powerful because it allows you to control the outcome, which is sales and revenues, But if you want a business that doesn't have character, that doesn't have consistency, that doesn't have a personality or any association, be my guest. Alright? And then we lastly talk about the brand voice. The brand voice, we use this to communicate to customers. We can talk using podcasts, we can do video ads, you can do flyers, you can do billboard advertising, and you use certain words that are crafted by professional copywriters. They select a choice of words that are used to bring out certain attitudes and values of the brand while addressing the target audience. So there you have it, folks. Brand identity is not something that you just rush. You need to work with experts to craft an image that people will relate to, which ultimately leads to sales. So thank you very much for joining this podcast today. As I said before, my name is Tatenda and I work here at Coma. I'm one of the co-founders, where we create content that helps businesses to connect to their customers well, especially in an ever-changing environment like right now, where there's now digital, social media, digital channels, and different ways of reaching your audience. So if you'd like to work with Coma or find out more about us, you can visit www.coma.co.zw, or you can find us on Facebook as Coma Zimbabwe, which is Coma ZW, as well as on YouTube as Coma TV, where you'll find a lot of content that we are producing for companies to be able to help them to connect better to their customers. Okay, that's what we're all about, and we will be happy to work with your company as well to create podcasts, videos, and different things that relate with your customers. So let's meet on Tuesday right here, where we'll be doing a podcast on content marketing. That one is going to be a good one because it's something that a lot of businesses are inquiring about. So tune in on Tuesday morning and find out. Coma, information for decisions.